In this section, I will demonstrate how to diagram the roof faces. The first thing that I am going to do after I set the scale lines is I'm going to minimize those. I haven't erased them. I've just made them not visible. To diagram a roof, you first have to go get the roof icon, which is right here, or the hotkey F, or right click and click on Draw Roof Face. It does not matter where you start. You can start here, you can start back here, you can start over here. It does not matter where you start. You go to the point of a face of this hip, left click, release, drag to the point, click, drag to the point, click. Notice there's a red box. The red box tells me that I have to go back to complete the face. When it changes yellow, click. It's very important to click in the box. When I have visited a point, the computer remembers it and it will light up when I have been to that point. So I've been to 3 points. I have not been to this point yet, so a yellow box does not light up. I'm going to start here. I'm going to click. I'm going to click. I'm going to click. Now, when I make this next move here, I will not have to go to the red box because I've already drawn this line. And one of the features of 2.4 is the autocomplete, which means that if a line has been drawn, you don't have to draw it again to complete the face. The key is when I'm diagramming a face, I either have to go to the red box to complete the face or the roof face turns blue. Notice when I click here, the roof face turned blue and I didn't have to go back to the red box. Same thing here. I click, and now I only have to do 2 clicks on this because I've already drawn 2 parts of it. And now I click and I have a blue face. So I have completed the face. Now, if you click and to complete a face and it does not turn blue, what has happened is the mouse has moved just a little bit when you started and you're outside the box and you thought that you had completed the face, but you had not. And what that caused to happen, right now you should get a blue face, but it does not turn blue because we did not start at the correct point. So now we're going to have a little mistake here. And how can we check this mistake? Right click and let's pull these lines apart. And notice that we have an extra line there, and you should not have this situation occur. So what we're going to do is we're going to left click, delete, and we're going to try this again. Right click, draw roof face, and now we want to make sure that it doesn't move on us and we get outside of this point. So now we're in it and we click and we're okay. So now we can draw this face, clicking at each point. It should complete now, and it does because I made sure that I started in the box. Earlier, when people were missing the boxes, I just thought it was carelessness, but I found out that if your mouse is pretty sensitive and you don't pay real close attention, it will move on you. And that's what causes a person to miss those points. Let's go to this face here. Click. Left click. And now we should complete. Once more, I'm picking a starting place so that I don't have to go over any previously drawn lines to complete the face. Now you have to be a little careful on this. There's a little bit of a trick to this part right here because we have a valley that comes down. We don't want these two to connect because they're not connected. So I'm going to stop back a little bit and pull this back in later. We have a line up to the valley right here that I will need to straighten. And notice we had to go all the way to the red because we didn't have any lines drawn in this. We don't have to go to the red here because we already have part of it drawn. Same thing here. This valley ends right here also, and then goes down further below this edge. So we will have what's called a butt-up line here. Okay, now this did not complete. Alright, and so we missed this point right here. And you can see when we pull this apart now, we'll have two different points right here because we missed the point. And once more, this illustrates this, and that's why I wanted you people to see this, that you got to be very careful when this happens. So what can you do right here? Well, we're going to have to delete this face and do it again. Once more, we have to be very careful and make sure that we do not miss and the mouse does not move on us, because it does sometimes if you're not careful. And now it should complete this time, and it does because we made sure that we were on this point. Now, notice this face covers here and it goes up through here. This point right here goes to the valley right here. It doesn't connect down over here. It goes to the valley. Then we go up. Now we are having to trace some lines to get to this point right here. Now we do not stop here because this face, this line is higher, this point is lower, so we skip this and go to here because these are the same height right here. And it does complete. Okay, so notice that we have, and I need to pull this butt-up line away, but we have a butt-up line right here, and we have a butt-up line on this one right here. Okay, now we have completed the diagram. We will need to do some cleanup work and pull our lines in, but our next step is to identify the lines, and that will happen in the next section.